My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Adrian, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as the Ar-Adûnâim. And those of you that watched the last episode will note that I wasn't feeling particularly well on Sunday. Well, now we've arrived to Tuesday, and I'm pleased to report that I'm still not feeling very well. And I apologise, I've just inadvertently sniffed there straight away. Ruined the whole recording. But we're ploughing on regardless, because I can still live and breathe and work and walk about and stuff, so it's just my voice that sounds funny. And, of course, I've got an annoying running nose and my throat hurts. But that all aside, let us turn our attention to the Ar-Adûnâim, because victory draws us ever nearer. No, that didn't make sense, did it? Victory draws ever nearer. We took Dantalad in the last episode, which I realised as well I just left as Dol Guldur. I was going to call it Dol Guldur something, because the name implied we attacked Dol Guldur, and we didn't, which was a bit of a lie. And that was unintentional, mild clickbait, and I apologise for that. I just didn't end up naming it, because I got distracted talking about other things. But anyway, we are besieging Methrast, we are besieging Lynn here, we are besieging Minweather, and we are besieged no longer by Gondor in Ethring. So things are going quite well. We've got a little army over here, Nimruzir. He's heading south to try and shore up our hold in Horondor, or southern Gondor, which is what Horondor literally means. And Zagarakor the Gossip is going to go down to the Ar-Adûnâim capital of Finabel. And he's going to chat to them. So what we want to do in this one, ideally, is take all three of these towns, but I really don't want to assault them. But that doesn't make for interesting viewing, does it? So we're going to assault them, because otherwise we're just going to be sitting here for years on end waiting for nothing to happen. So we're going in. So brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Methrast is first. Captain Mygorod got no garrison forces at all, but they've got an excellent blacksmith here, as you can see by the armour upgrades. This one is not a battle we really should command, but I'd like to think that by controlling it myself, I will be able to minimise losses, whereas the AI's auto-resolve may do us a little disservice. We shall see. What was I going to just say then, though? I was going to say something, and I can't remember what it is. It's going to bug me now. It's going to bug me. Bug. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, wow. What is this battle map? Oh, this is Fornost, isn't it? Of course, because it's bugged. This is fixed. This is a bug only with this version that I'm playing on right now. This was fixed shortly after I actually started this campaign, but I didn't want to implement the fixes in, I don't think. No, but the Khazad-dûm campaign, which started after this one, has the fixes already. So this is not supposed to be ruined Fornost, but it currently is. So we get a little bit of variety down here in the south. Ruined Fornost is, of course, designed and based on the Battle for Middle-earth Rise of the Witch King map, Fornost. So many of you will recognise it. I don't think... Now, I get this wrong an awful lot, I know, but I don't think the ruined version has any towers at all. It is a very easy assault, and that is on purpose. When you play as the Northern Dunedain, you need to upgrade this place as quickly as possible so that you can benefit from towers raining down on your foes. But as we do not have to worry about that, we will simply walk through the front door after we have bashed it down. And nothing better to walk through with than our general and some pikemen. Those of you armed with the benefit of range, if you would move up slowly, we will attack. So, we won't bother with the ballista, we'll just bash it down. And then our ranged units can support our... Oh no, you, and you. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say I had planned to start writing the intros, or not, let me start again. The introductions that I began writing some time ago for the DaC episodes, which I thoroughly enjoy, and they are taken very well. I've recently moved them to the second episode of each week rather than the first, so that I could recap directly on events that were in recent memory, rather than doing a recap or an intro for things that happened well over a week ago. Many of you may not even remember what the recap is about. Whereas if it's just one day after... then it might jog the memory a little better. So I moved the intros to what would have been today's video, but I was going to say, you're lucky today to even have a video, so that's why there's no intro. I didn't get around to writing it for today's one, and I apologise unreservedly. It is my hope, to be honest, that I will start writing the intros on my lunch breaks at work, as I used to do with lore videos way back in the day, and maybe that should come back, actually, because I didn't have anything to do on my lunch break today, so I watched the first hour of the Salt Factory's review of Dragon Age Origins, and I've got another 2 hours to go, so that will be my 2 other lunch breaks, or at least 2 of them this week. But maybe that's something that should make her attempt. We shall see. We shall see. The future lies shrouded in mist, and only the very astute with foresight can hope to pierce that clouded veil. Donk, donk, dong, knocking on the door. In we go. The battering ram has done its work. Now, the time for slaughter is at hand. Pikes, ready your horses. Send them both in.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
All right.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Keep the enemy at bay.
Will be ours.
Now, the only exception to the rule of don't let pikes get flanked is slow-moving cavalry. Cavalry are so hugely countered by pikemen that even if they manage to attack from the side, they are so useless at attacking pikemen that it makes no odds. So you don't have to worry about cavalry. Obviously, if the cavalry charge into the side of the pikemen, then that's cause for alarm. But if they slowly walk into them, never worry. Because as you will see there, as the cavalry gets anywhere near the pikes, they just melt away as butter on a hot piece of bread. But you do have to worry about any infantry unit coming around the sides, because they can... the pikes just hate being flanked. They just really dislike it. Now, a unit like Ar-Adûnâim's Faithful isn't going to worry too much about Amrothian Guardsmen flanking them, because Amrothian Guardsmen are spearmen, low-tier ones at that. And spears, especially low-tier ones, are useless at attacking infantry. They're fantastic at holding a line against cavalry, and they will do that very, very well, but they are awful against anything that's not cavalry. Well, spears, it's a bit of a tricky one. Spears are very good at staying alive for quite a long time. They get good defensive bonuses, and particularly against mounted units. And even against infantry, they will hold the line against infantry relatively well. But they just don't kill anything. They just have such a low attack, and spears get an inherent malice against infantry that they just don't kill anything. Oh, the buggers have got Amrothian archers. Oh, and of course our pike... Right, pikes, you're just going to have to attack. We're not going to be able to... because otherwise they're just going to get free shots on us. Yeah, I'd had hoped to bring up the range and finish them off with range, but I don't think it's going to work.
Victory will be ours.
Oh, look, even now, even with pikes pressing in against them, they're shooting at us. Move right in against them. We might have lost one or two to pay for that, but there we go. We've shut down the number of them that are shooting now. They're still shooting point blank at the pikes. This is an ability that human-controlled archers just do not get. I have never, in all my time, and I've been playing this for years, maybe once in 8 years or so have I seen my own arch units do what those just did, where the front line takes the melee attack and the back lines all then carry on shooting. Now, I have seen my archers shoot at something else while their front line is engaged. So the front line gets engaged in melee, and the back lines, 4 or 5 of them, they shoot another enemy unit somewhere else. But what I've not seen is them shoot at the unit that is fighting them in melee. I just cannot get my archers to do that. But the AI seems to do it every time they get the opportunity to. And it's a damn nuisance is what it is. Absolute pain in the neck. Oh, I'll tell you another thing. I'm totally unrelated, but it just popped into my head. And that is all this is, isn't it? It's a thistle bush of different thoughts smashing together in the undergrowth. You're damn lucky you have a video today, because today Apex Legends Season 11 released, and I'm still playing Apex Legends a great deal in my spare time with Jessica, my now wife, and I say now, that was like 3 months ago, and Caspos. We play a lot of Apex Legends. And the new map and the new legend released today. And because of daylight savings here in the UK, the release time for us has moved forward by an hour. So as of 6 months ago, and for that in that duration, that 6-month period, Apex Legends would release at 6 o'clock in the evening for me here in the UK. So I'd get home from work. Well, I mean, I was at home for the past 6-month period. I've only just gone into the office again. But now I would have gotten home from work, knocked around for an hour, and then Apex were released at 6. But instead, now I come home and it releases at 5. So it's already out. And if the servers actually work this time, then I'm missing out on all that prime Apex time. But I jest. The new map will only hold attention for a time. It's a new map, yes, and a new legend, yes, but fundamentally it's still the same game. Right, let's mop these ones up. Yaranor, and Bornivian. Bornivian comes with cavalry, our specialty, and he comes with also crap. It's just trash all around. Right, we won't worry about them just yet then. Let's carry on with our siege works. Oh, you don't have any siege of towers yet. But you don't really need them, do you? Let's be honest. Your orders, my lord. Paladin also gets no extra reinforcements. But this one won't be a rubbish map like Fornost. No, don't get... Well, no, that's... No, whoa! Jumping around again. Fornost is an excellent map. But it's not very easy to defend, and the defenders had a disadvantage. We might as well have met them out on the plain, to be honest. Fornost is the broken down Fornost is a poor place to fight, as it should be. It's not a terrible map in terms of design, it's a terrible map to defend. Whereas this little bugger is going to shoot towers at us all day long, because there are 3 enemy units within inside the walls, and they can man all the towers. And we have but 2 battering rams. But we might as well use those to our advantage and attack from 2 different sides. They can't put their units everywhere. Well, I mean, they can do 1 at each side, but then we will break through before they are of any use to them. Oh, look, that one's all the way around there. That's a nuisance. Alright, why don't you just go through the main door then? Apologies. Oh, no, hang on. Did I set it up? Yes, I did. I forgot that I set that up. I can mute myself with the touch of a button, so if I need to just quickly cough my guts out of my body, I can pause the recording. Right. You 3, you're going to go on this side. I'll take him. I'll take the pikes. And we'll take the Rosadan halberdiers. You're going to go on that side as well. Those that remain will go down the middle with the primary force. We've got you, and you acting as the archer contingent of this primary session. And then you, and whatever is on the battering ram. Start the battle. Oh, they've not thought about the split force, so we might be able to avoid some of the towers. Perhaps not all of them, but some of them. Move up those that are on the left. Move up and support your battering rams. Ah, you got 135 people. That's the right one. You might as well shoot the towers. You're not going to really do anything. You won't even destroy it, I don't think. But oh, and it's probably going to destroy our ram before we get there, because, of course, towers are so much better against rams than they were in the old days. Oh, wow. I take that back, Ballister Crew. Goodness gracious. Where did this venom come from? Have they always been that good against towers? Useless against walls, but why are they so good against towers? What madness is this? Madness. This is Sparta. Are you shooting at me as well? You shouldn't be, because they're way too far away. Right, let's come out of ×6. Brace ourselves ready for the destruction. Everyone must push through the gate. Might as well take out that tower while we've got the ability to.
The battering ram has done its work.
Battering ram has done its work. I'd like the pikes to go forward first, because they are cavalry that remains. It doesn't matter how good your cavalry is. Are they going to move up to meet us? Possibly. Right, send the pikes in first.
The battering ram has done its work.
Roseanne Halberdiers, up you go. Archers to sprint in, and what's your name? Gimel Card. In you go, sir. In you go.
Captured the enemy's walls.
Aha, subterfuge. All right, and then on this side, what are we going to do? Are they going to run away? I'd really like it if they ran away. That would help us a lot. Are we still getting shot by that tower? Take that tower out for me, please. We're not going to beat those Seaward Footmen with Rosadan Footmen. Oh, we got Narduzagar and Household Guard. You guys are going to go forward first then. Right, how are we doing on the other side? All flooding in, getting into position nicely. We shall rule these lands. Why don't you go over that way and help them, actually? Archers over here. You are free to fire at will. What are they going to do? They're mounting the walls, as you do. Interesting tactic for a melee unit. And then they've allowed their cavalry to fight against spearmen. It's just ridiculous. Capitalize, capitalize, come out of time 6, come out of time 6.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Have it
Victory
is.
will be ours.
Sprint up there. Oh, you can't sprint, can you? They all must die. They can sprint. The other ones don't really need to. They're fair enough forward. All right. So even though they are seaward lancers and they look good, and so do the generals, they're still up against spearmen. So it's just a favourable trade for us. That's a poor decision on their part. But we do have the seaward footmen now coming in and gutting us, which is not a favourable trade. Narduzagar, if you can turn and hit them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Keep the spearmen going forward. And we'll take the town square in a moment. Right, now is the time to speed up. The cavalry will turn back and sprint towards us as soon as we hit the town square. You watch.
Our men are in command of the city.
There they go. Yes.
Enemy general lies dead.
Halberdiers were in place.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
All right. That's the general dead. The town square secured. Now all that remains is to kill off those seaward footmen who are probably doing a right number on us. How many have we lost? 8%. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Many of them will have been the footmen. I mean, the footmen will still lose out to seaward lancers. Seaward lancers, if I just show you, have a much better attack of 9 and defense of 22. Our footmen have an attack of 5 and a defense of 15, so they are outclassed.
This is a clear victory.
But it's still a favourable trade. 75, Narduzagar, well done. Amroth's lands are falling by the minute. Falling like leaves in the depths of autumn. But are those leaves to fertilise and provide for the new fledglings that will take life from their death? I think they are. We're not really a fledgling, are we? We're more like an all-encompassing and consuming weed spreading out through the forest floor, killing all these mighty trees.
Glory, honor,
Linhir, welcome to the fold, Linhir.
noble conquest.
You are most welcome to join our ranks. Your defenders will boost our need. Right, well, this fella's the one we got to watch out for. We got to somehow deal with him. But first of all,
yes, my lord.
who are we going to leave behind here? 86 Nardu Tarek. Is that enough? Yeah.
Your orders, my lord.
Hit them.
To battle.
Clear victory.
We have
Off they
triumphed.
scoot. Right,
Yes,
go
my
and
lord.
keep track of them.
Taking camp here.
I don't really need to fight them out of that fort, actually, to be honest. We might as well leave something behind. Oh, the pikes. We could leave the pikes behind to just trap them. Pikes could kill everything in that garrison. They'd probably need some support, though. Right, and then the Linhir fellows. You need to wait for that army to arrive. Then we can merge you two together, join up with Tadweetha, and we can kill Melthor. If Melthor gets any ideas, though... If Melthor gets any ideas, we're not going to be able to get over there in time. So Tadweetha might have to stand on its own 2 feet. But before we end the turn, has our merchant moved to the Hobbit Smeals? No, not yet.
I'll continue. Splitting the
Melthor finally put his eggs in one of his baskets and came back. Welcome, Melthor. You are not a last stand, but you're a fairly good army. There's a lot of gold shields in there. Dol Amroth's infrastructure must be off the charts. They've got some Ithilien Rangers, which is a bit of a nuisance because they're good archers, something that Dol Amroth otherwise doesn't get. Calling on Gondor to support them. They've got a fair amount of cavalry, including Knights of the Silver Swan, not to be underestimated. But we have got Royal Guard, Pharazon's Faithful, and 2 Royal Knights who are anti-cavalry. If this is our most elite army ever assembled, and they think they can come against it, there are... Oh, I need to cough again. There are a number of them in support, including Talon Knights and Haven Guard. And lastly, Captain Belagorn, governing in the city, has Trebs, you bastard. You trebbing bastard. Alright. Ooh, 3 settlements, 1 episode.
Courage, men.
What a great day.
March into battle.
Right, we will send the cavalry out to shut down the Trebs, because I'm not risking that. But otherwise, this is just a solid defensive line. Form a wall and let them come. We will remember, for the first time in our existence, to put our troops into shield wall formation and actually defend against the enemy. Now, I am a little loath to do it, but I'm afraid I'm going to cheese it a little and pull back to this high ground here and protect my eastern flank. So, everything that's ranged... Oh, it's Control M, isn't it? Don't shoot yet. Come and stand here.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Right, that is as I'd hoped. I thought they'd come in on the side rather than the corner, and they did, which is very nice. So, archers, come and stand atop the hill. Grouped up together doesn't matter. And then... in fact, all of you can go into shield wall. I'm tempted to put the lot into shield wall, to be honest. I just think it would be fantastic. Yeah, so can I do it with 2 of you? Yes. Shield wall. Defensive mode. How long can we make the wall? Oh, look at that. That's glorious. Right, form along there. And then pikes, you will be charged with the flank. Stand just behind the shield wall, if you would. And then Gondor infantry. No, and then the Naru can cover that far corner, can't they? Oh, I forgot about him. You can go over there and see what we can do with you there. And this one, your sole purpose is going to be to shut down that trebuchet, which is going to try and shoot at us immediately. So, sprint down here and just sort of fanny around for a bit. Gondor infantry, you will also cover that extra flank, just in case. Into positions. Let's go, 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 go. We're going to form a glorious wall. They will hopefully immediately run towards us, which is exactly what they're doing. And with some well-placed cavalry...
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
We can stop the trebuchets from firing. Oh no, they've got seaward footmen in there. Is there anyone on our main line yet? No. But that trebuchet didn't get its shot off. It did the action, but it didn't actually shoot. Ah, we're going to lose more of these than we need to just to stop those damn trebs. I think they need 5 people per trebuchet. Is it 5 or is it 3? No, I think it's 3. I think it might be 3, which is nonsense. We haven't really seen the Narrows yet in combat, have we, actually? They look fantastic. That horse is awesome. Absolutely awesome. 15 Treb handlers remain. Pull out again, pull out again, pull out again. There is our glorious shield wall. Now, the only problem with shield wall in Med 2 is because of the way mass works, the ones behind are pushing into the ones in front. And so only the most disciplined units, like these ones, and it may even be that they also have a smaller actual footprint on the map, but only those units are able to not slowly walk forwards. It's a right pain in the neck. Right, let's get the cavalry out, and let's speed this up. Go, 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 go. There we go. We only lost 9 or so. The Trebs are pulling back, though, to actually command again. So, Cav, you're going to have to loop all the way around. So, can you get through just in time? Perfect. There we are. And there we go. The enemy charges in. Knights of the Silver Swan versus Ar-Adûnâim Armsmen in shield wall formation. And they didn't lose a single man. A single man. That is how powerful shield wall is like this, against cavalry. Now you've seen it firsthand. What on earth are you? And why are you standing over there like that? Did I not move you? No, I didn't. Oh, that was damned close. You almost died. Very nearly died. Look at our glorious cavalry. They think they have good cavalry. It's nothing on ours. Now, the only problem, though, is whilst that was all well and good... Ah, bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger. I'm going to lose those Narduzagar. I'm almost certainly just paid for the ones that we just had saved against the Silver Swan. We've just lost because I forgot I hadn't even moved them. Also, I think they are gearing up to get the Trebs ready, so let's get people out. Let us move the cavalry out. They're going to fire those again if they can get away with it, and we have to shut that down. But with most of the cavalry now having charged, now you might as well just stay in shield wall. They just don't tend to kill very much in shield walls. The only problem. It's not a very aggressive stance. It doesn't actually affect their ability to kill things. They just tend to not kill things. Are you actually good against other cav? Yeah, you are. Right, let's put it to the test then. So we've got some squires. Seaward Lancers. Ah, Seaward Lancers are good against cav as well, aren't they? Ah, no, they're just good charging cav.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They really don't like my cavalry running around, though. They're desperate to send someone in to just pick them off. That one's probably going to lose a lot of more men than it needs to lose. Ah, look, because of those ones there, they're pushing too far forward. You've got to stand your ground. That's why I put you on defensive stance to begin with, you stupid fools. Reshift the pikemen. Pull the pikemen back. Charge out and hit them. Gondorians, you are called upon. Just as they call men of the Ithilien Vale, we call upon men of Gondor's cities and towns. And we can now take you all out of that mode. And sprint down the hill. Go, 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 go. Flood forward, my children. We shall be as a plague on the land. Right, 51 of you have been ignored, so go and finish off the artillery. And how are you guys doing? 32 of you holding your own very well, but you are now being pushed by guardsmen as well, so you've got to run away or you'll die. Oh, no, that one's moving in on those squires. Your squires are no match for Naru. So we'll pull them out. Come out of defensive mode, pikemen. Get stuck in there, boys. Oh, those knights have probably gutted those Gondor infantry. Oh, no, it doesn't seem to be too bad, actually. What are the numbers? 4 plays 28. Massively outnumbered, but we've trapped them. Keep sprinting. They've got 2 cavalry units chasing down that one. But this one over here, it's just going to be a Legio CLI. They have so many units trained. It's up to CLI. Goodness gracious. That is a lot. L is 50, is it not? And C is 100. Making that 151. If my numerals are any good. Oh, that one's been massacred. We have lost a unit of Cav. I just dislike Cav. And I don't dislike Cav. I understand the benefit of Cav. But the micromanagement that Cav requires, I'm just not about that life. I just can't be arsed with that. I don't get enjoyment from a game in that way. Constantly min-maxing to the high heaven. Which is what those of you that are here in this little haven of the internet, where we don't care about min-maxing. Hopefully you'll find a nice little home here. If min-maxing is your thing, then there's a multitude of YouTubers out there that I am sure are far better at this game than me. They may harbour your interest for a time. Right, because the enemy doesn't have a general in any of their armies, we are starting to get the routing. We shall capitalise on the routing. Ah, no. No. Get your bodies in the way. Just get your bodies in the way. Run! Your purpose is to save our general! Run, you stupid bastards! If he dies, I am going to be so annoyed. Oh, archers, I hate you so much! Why do you not just drop what you're doing and sprint? How many times do I have to click over there to get you to do what I tell you to do? I mean, I know I left him open in the first place. It is my error. But when I noticed the error, I moved to rectify what had been done. Oh, and I told you to shut down the trebs. Oh, they're still killing off those bloody squires. How quickly a battle that is an overwhelming victory turns because units just take 4 bloody ever to carry out my commands. The Knights of the Silver Swan will not run. General or no, they'll fight to the death. I don't think they actually are locked in terms of their fighting, but they generally will always fight to the death. We have to get our general out before it's too late. So, archers up here, you're going to stop doing all the things that you're doing. And you're just going to sprint into them for me, please. And save our general.
Our men have captured the enemy general.
They're finally going to shut down those trebs. Right, those of you that are free over here. No! Oh, for goodness sake! Oh, now I'm going to have to write about that. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Gimmelthon has died. finally. A custom general has finally died. And I find myself incredibly irritated by it because a lucky cavalry charge just snuck round the side and managed to do that. And now they're bloody well fighting to the death. They're cowards. They're cowards. Absolutely ridiculous. Ah, speed this. Just get this over with. I'm over this episode. I'm over this episode. I don't care. Everyone pay with your lives to just end this nonsense.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Their generals are dying left and right. Their armies are dead. Their forces flee the field. 24 plays, 82%. Most of our units are all still happily alive. No one's still fighting over the back here. Gimmelthon's company still has 45 people alive, but he somehow has died. Despite all the ridiculous personal security traits that they get given, all of the insane hit point boosts that generals get given, 45 of his men with no boosts at all have been able to survive, and Gimmelthon has died. Gimmelthon died, and 45 nameless nothings somehow managed to survive that downfall. Is there justice? I ask you. 404, and we killed nearly 2,000 of them. Over 2,000 of them.
Remember it as the day
And he took the most kills as well to top it all up. I just am so... It's because I'm not feeling very well. There's an emotional turmoil that's now tied to this. But I'm so irritated at that. Goodness sake, Gimmelthon. Why are you standing on the front of your battalion? So many things. I am so close to save scumming. I can't even put into words, but we don't save scum.
Victory in your name, my lord.
But we've paid dearly for this.
The day is ours. We have
Gimmelthon is our nation's favourite son. Gimmelcud has done many great things. Gimmelzor has done equally many great things. But Gimmelthon, the level-headed of the sons, as I wrote in the first intro all those many, many months ago, Gimmelthon is the foundation stone upon which our invasion success has been built. He achieved some of our greatest victories, and he managed to curb the stupidity and ire of our king when it seemed to be at its greatest. And now, against one pathetic seaward lancer who didn't even charge into him for the kill. They killed him in sustained melee when it wouldn't even matter anymore. One absolute nothing. I've taken on that general because I'm just ticking yes on everything. One absolute nothing in the back arse of nowhere has managed to kill Gimmelthon when the rest of those 2,000 strong Amrothian forces couldn't do jack.
Yes, my lord.
Absolute joke. I just can't. There are no words in Elvish, Entish, or the tongues of men for this treachery.
My lord. Yes.
Your orders, my lord.
Right, well, you go and trap them in that fort. I don't care. Right, what are we going to do? We don't need a governor in Tadweetha, so I'll leave all but those two Gondorians. Oh, and then it hates me, because of course it does. 'Cause why would it like me? Because I killed all the people, but why would it like me? Maybe we didn't kill all the people. Maybe we should have killed all the people.
Yes, my lord.
You really hate me, in fact, don't you? You are one of the worst places I own. Goodness. Well, someone's going to have to go back then. You go back. There's another one. You two go back. Oh, no, it's probably one of those where it will only like me if there's a general in it.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, we might as well just abandon it, let it rebel, and then kill everyone inside of it. Don't bother building that. Destroy that as well to get rid of that 10% bonus. Just wait for that to rebel and then take it back. You've got an army of crap anyway. I'm not interested really in your forces.
Yes, my lord.
Gimmelzor, move up. Right, Gimmelcud.
Yes,
We shall leave behind, I don't know, those two. Merge anything that you've got together. Move yourselves down to Minweather. Gimmelcud.
Yes, my lord.
Go into that fort.
Honorable, glorious victor.
By your command.
Minweather has been wiped out once before, so this is its second drumming. Oh, the Merchants Guild survived. It's lucky. An army sits in the fort,
Your
and Lord
orders, my
Gimmelzor will
lord.
command the other with a backup of more line. 2 forces there of some strength. So Gimmelthon's
Yes,
death
my
doesn't
lord.
drastically change anything.
Yes.
It's just Gimmelthon had a soft spot in my heart. And the absolutely
shall
pathetic
engage.
and joke of a way that he just died should not happen. And it's one of the most annoying features about this game. How do 45 of his men survive, but he doesn't when he has a plethora of hit point boosters? You could throw 1,000,000 stones at him and he wouldn't die, but no, it just winds me up so much. The generals are supposed... It's because the game has a stupid dice roll system in terms of how you actually get kills.
Your orders,
It's
my
not
lord.
numbers based.
Yes, my lord.
It's a dice roll. So, meaning that even the lowliest snagger warrior could potentially kill a troll. The only way they do it is with dice. Now, the chance, of course, is very low. But it is a chance that exists nevertheless, and it is present, and it's just reared its ugly head there when Gimmelthon just died in that pathetic show. The cavalry had already used up their charge bonus. They weren't even acting under a charge bonus, and they still
Journeying onward. Continue tomorrow.
managed to kill him. I'm just so livid. I'm gonna have to end the episode there, but it's all right. We're already 36 minutes in. I feel like I need a good lie down. Oh, that's wound me up to no end. Train some pikemen to ease my pain. Gondor militia, you can bugger off. Do you only get 2 free upkeep? Yeah, no, you get 3. Train some pikemen and just sit on them for a while to appease me. Alright, that's your lot for today. Dol Amroth have now been cleared out of their land. And now the fight moves to Horondor. Our army moves
Yes, my
first
lord.
to Howthanur. We shall take that down without trouble. But the
Yes,
real
my
question is
lord.
whether Harad are gaining any
Without
ground
question.
now that we've
I
gutted
shall
Dol Amroth's
continue
core
tomorrow.
heartlands. What we want to do, though, is to really stamp our mark on this watery hellhole, is sail a small little fleet. We shall sail with good intentions and defeat on our lips for the enemy. We're going to sail to the Isle of Tolfalas, where we shall ensure our enemies meet their doom. We can't allow them to sit on this little fortress island thinking that their navy can protect them. No, we will beat them. Oh yeah, and Gondor took Long Gallon back, so Morthorn Vale is no longer their last place. So we could do
don't
another
trust
spy
you
over
enough to
here,
do
actually.
business.
Diplomat. Lynn here, maybe? Yes, well done, Lynn here. Lynn here, chuck me out a spy. Send him up north. Let's find out what's happening over here.
Lord, approaching quietly.
Isengard up at Seralond. But for now, that's your lot. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope that, like me, you will be distraught over the loss of Gimmelthon, the nation's favourite son. Until we speak again, dear friends, for the live stream on Saturday, Nevairn and Permad Melodin. And farewell.